forgot to turn my microphone up. Sorry about that. Good morning, everyone. Pretty wild overnight news. I mean, so, you know, I know I've repeated myself over and over by saying this. Anytime we have big moves overnight like this, man, our New York session sucks. Hopefully it's not the case today, but man, a lot of times when we get that 300-400 move overnight, I mean, what do we start out at? 280. We're all the way up to the 580, 300, 320 points. Ponzi would be disappointed. But hopefully he's over there wishing for the Bears to make a little recovery today. Guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Wait and find out. What do we got? About 8 minutes left. I'm sitting over here trying to plug these iPods up, and I forgot I changed to a newer iPhone where they changed they don't use that lightning emblem no more, or a lightning little connector. I'm over here trying to plug the wrong crap in. So this morning we're going to focus on our Apex accounts. This is kind of where they're at now. Got a couple blown ones on there. We're going to save those on there in case we get a couple resets. Let's see here. That one. All right. Here's the Apex accounts. These two were blown. I don't remember when we blown them. I think they've been here for a while. I think I did those last month, and we've been saving them for a reset. Just in case they don't bring back their 80 or 90. We'll wait and see what happens with those. This one, we're up $500, so we still need another 1,000 on this account. This one's a fairly new one. I want to say no, this is the funded account with Apex. We got it either last week or the week before. We've been taking our time about taking trades on it. Only good days. So we've only got $200 on this one. We still got a long ways to go. We're trying to add a few more PAs to Apex, so we still need another $480 to add another PA. So we're going to start about by focusing on the one I need 1,000 and the one I need 400. We'll see what the price action brings if we're going to do funded accounts today, guys. I've been super picky about what days we take funded accounts on recently. You know, even if I only get one day of funded account, that's just what it's going to be for that week. I guess I will get also my fast track account set up just in case we have some good plays this morning. Bunch of news this morning. All right, so let me go over the ES real quick, guys. For the ES, what we're looking today is we're looking for the 5902 to hold up. So if we get a quick sell through here, we will probably retest those 95, 93s. So if we lose these areas here without any kind of retracement, the bulls will more likely take back over. So this is what the bulls need to hold up for the bears to take over. If we lose these levels here, the bears will be back in control again. And these are Adam's levels for anybody that follows Adam Mazzini on Twitter or X. What do we got, guys? We got about less than 2 minutes to go. I don't know. It was a good day trading yesterday. What's up, Ponzi? What happened last night, man? Golly. The bulls just took over last night. I want to see the bears take back over today. This way we can get these big moves down. That's what I'm going to be hoping for. All right, we got 15 seconds. All right, guys, the market's open. Look at this nice little dump. Man, I feel like it's not really a hard sell. It's just pushing down. I would think that we'd pop this 22 here. I mean 29. The only thing that would scare me out of that trade is we're at an ES level at the 18. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of that going on up there, Ponzi. In our wonderful capital. I was very tempted, but man, I need to wait, guys. Woo! I saw that pushback reversal. Those are usually pretty good candles for a push down. It's really kind of a mild. I mean, even though it looks like a fairly good, like big candle down, but it's not like super harsh, like back and forth like we're used to in the opening. All right, there comes the 29. You should get a little reaction off of that. Look at that. Nice. Boom. That was pretty. 10 points right off the rip. Good morning, Fishers. Looking for that 511. I was very tempted to take this, man, but guys, like, man, do I really want to break my no take opening trade rule? Because I knew that freaking 200 was coming. But it's just how whipsawy it is sometimes in the mornings, and I just didn't want to take a chance starting out in a hole. Oh yeah, there's a lot of support in this area here. Wow, just straight down. The VWAP is the 50s down here. Man, this crap, boy, I swear. Can't just jump in. It's one of these deals when it goes straight down like this. You got to watch. Man, I knew trust me, it's hard for me to jump in that first 5 minutes. That is something that I do not do very well. VWAP incoming. Oh, I was hoping for the Bears to show us a big move from the beginning, man, and they did. That's a 100-point rip down. All right, come on. Let's gotta have some kind of reversal, you would think. Let's, a little VWAP bounce here. Maybe the 47s. We should, I would think that we'd hit something back on the 47s. If we lose the 47s, we're probably going to go to the 409s. If you're looking at your hour chart over here. Oh, wait, that's the 15-minute chart. So I don't know. It could go farther. I'm looking at the 15. All right. All right, here comes that 902. If we lose 902, I mean, it's definitely downtown on the ES. Oh, damn it. Bounced right off that pivot. Let me get to the top of this right here. I thought we were going to touch those 93s. We still may. Don't tell us we're going to get stuck at this freaking pivot. We try to take this failed pivot test, and it looks like we're going to get stuck on it, guys. And I thought the ES was going to touch the... Did I have my thing in the wrong place? Oh, I did, and it went to the 95s. That was that first target down, 95. Damn it. Let me move that thing. I had it set at the 93s, and it was the 95s. So we're probably going to move all... We're going to probably retrace a lot of this move back since we bounced off the 95. That was a fairly big loss, I bet. I see. How did I lose so much? What the? That makes no sense to me. All right, find the ES. Man, I thought I still had a little bit more room to the downside. We bounced right off that 95. Trying to see what happens with the ES here above this VWAP. All right, so going to be red on that account today. Nice on that big rip down. Good morning, Andy. Wow, that sucks. We got such a big move starting out. Now we're just kind of like back to consolidating. We're about to set the 15-minute opening range down here at the 402s. See, the ES is back above that one level. Remember the 5905? I said that we have to get below, lose it for to continue higher. I kind of should have figured from the beginning that that was going to be a fake out. I didn't know if we're going to have to get the 20 touch for us to move higher, or get the touch the 20 EMA to move down. I was tempted to take that up to the 20 to see if it would push the 20 up there, or even that session mid at the 89s. But no. Comes that 20, that 21 EMA touch. There's that 20 touch. Hopefully to retest the 9 for us to move back up. Let's see if we can get that mid-session, that touch up here. Ah, oh, damn it. Did it just reverse on me? I thought we were going to hit that session mid up here. This is really no setup, guys. These are just pretty much, I think, trades. We're going to break even just because it's taken so long to get up there. All right, there it goes. It was struggling. All right. I just wasn't moving through what conventions, so I was like, just kind of get what points we can. We should get a nice reversal off of this level here. Yeah, that comes here. Oh, I don't even know if it offered 10 points off of that or not. All right, here comes our 50 touch. I mean, usually if we hit the pivot or this 50, you would think that we need to sell back into our 20 and 9 EMA. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Almost got back in there. So we're trying to find at least one more trade for Apex, and then we'll switch over to Bulenox. So the first one was a loser, the second one was a winner, and now we're trying to find one more for Apex. Unfortunately, we bought at the bottom this morning. I had misjudged the ES over here at the 95s. I had it set for 93, but I guess 95 was the level. You're totally shorting everything. Good one, Ponzi. Nah, that's that. It's a level I kind of got faked out a while ago on at freaking 5902. Yeah. Man, that 50 test was money this morning. Didn't want to get faked out again on that crap. I can't remember what level this was right here. This is a funded account, so I'm just trying to take what profit we can get. I don't want to give up don't want to give up any profit. All right. Let's see. We're only able to get $80 out of that move, but our risk was only using 5 micros. All right. Let's see here. Looks like we got 1, 2. All right, so let's. I don't know if I want to take the breakout this morning or wait for the retest. Because that's about that same area that I got stuck at this morning, where we tried to take it. We took a short in this area. Let me use this account right here. I'll use a freaking eval here. This is a eval we read on yesterday during Power Hour. So we're at that critical level of the 95 for the freaking ES. I'm hoping we push below this 95 level, then retest it. All right, we're pushing back up to the 15 minutes. There's a 15-minute retest. We got back through it. Got a huge fair value gap here, huge fair value gap there. It's like, yeah. Pivot. Let's see. The only thing that scares me about this is that that freaking 95 area. We were hoping this pivot would hold. Not pivot, but this 15-minute opening range. Maybe we can clear out this wick here. Let's see. The 15 minutes is kind of like a 50-50 trade type deal. I know what's holding us up. It's that freaking 95 level on the ES. All right. Trying to just take what we can get, actually. All right. It's just the huge wicks on this. It's just mind-boggling right now. We got to get away from that 95, basically, is what it's coming down to. That's kind of another line in the sand for the ES here, that 95 to 93. What's up, Charles? So far we're green. What do we got 2 greens and 1 red today. We're red on 1 Apex account. We're green on 2. Then with Bulenox, we just took 1 trade, but we didn't get very much out of it. We're technically still down in it just because of yesterday. See, we're still down $100 in it. And this is a fairly new funded account that I have with Bulenox. And this one, this is a 50K that we've been trading, and we're up almost, what, 1,600 in it. Actually, I'd like to at least find 1 more trade for that account, actually. Might have to wait for the IBH to kick in. We're kind of stuck at this, yeah, if you follow the ES, we're kind of stuck at the 95s, 93s. Have you taken any trades this morning, Charles? Nice. Don't really want to buy at the bottom. I'm not going to buy at the bottom here. We definitely, but the ES, I mean, I really don't want to take this trade based off the ES just because it's dancing around that 93. It's probably going to go so fast that you're going to have an opportunity to join. We're still just kind of dancing around the 15 minutes here. You're done for the day? Yeah, that's kind of the way I used to be before I started doing the whole streaming thing. That's why I trade so many different, why I trade like 6 or 7 different accounts. I think right now Bulenox is still the cheapest if you're looking to get out of it less calls. And Apex may be overall, because I think I'm not sure if they're still doing the $85 activation fee, but I'm not positive. I feel like we're moving back up. We bounced off that 95 area on the ES. I think we're going, if we reclaim it, we should move back up. We got this gap. Woo. Wow, that's a liquidity turn to get up back up above those 95s. Then we push down to retest them again. Man. Do we retest the... I didn't know if we would fill in this gap here up at the 30s. What's up? Got the blue plank going? Let's see if we're filling in this gap here on the 1 minute all the way up to 330s. So far, only one funded account trade today for like 80 or 90, what did I say, 80 something dollars. We didn't make a lot. We were just trading 5 micros with it. And our runner didn't offer us much on it. So that's why we didn't at least make it over $100. Man, it's like it gave us our first big initial move, and after that, it's been just straight chop. Oh, I mean, you would think that if we retest this, we would want to push the VWAP/50 EMA up here. I almost thought about joining this, but man, it's just sitting through this crap. It's just I don't feel like sitting through any long trades today like I did the last couple days. All right, there comes that 30 to clear out this gap here. So if you were patient enough and you could sit through this with your diamond hands, but I couldn't do it. Push, 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 push. All right, hit that 330s and reverse right off of there. So this target right here, I mean, this is pretty normal if you watch these imbalance gaps a lot. Most time we want to fill them. We got another big imbalance gap all the way back up here at the 480s. I'm kind of going to wait and see what happens at the VWAP here and the 50 EMA. If the 50 starts curling, we could possibly even push that 200 again. Then you also got your session mid up here at the 70s. Or actually, there's a top right there at the 55s right here. Yeah, we're pretty much right at the bottom of this gap here where we push down, then push back. No wick. So a lot of support here at the 50s. Because it looks like we have about 4 candles here. So let's see how long it takes us to get through this. All right, we got a little, looks like a little baby print above the VWAP in the 50. I mean, I like that 470 push. How long before a candle? Oh, shoot. It's going to go a little too fast. I was hoping it would stay a little bit lower, make a better entry. Fish Lips, are you still taking any of these mid-session trades? Got to get through the, what, 905s again on the ES. Just doing quick scalps. Yeah. It's been some pretty, unless you were in these big moves, they've been tough entries. We're just doing 3 micros, guys. Not a lot. I'm hoping that this 5909 hold. Ah, shoot. It's not going to hold for us. It might be another fake breakout. This is a, I hope I'm on my, yeah, I am. Okay. I was supposed to say we're on a 90% eval with 3 micros. These are just kind of, I think, trades, not necessarily a setup. I'm not liking the fact that we're losing at 05s again. Dang it. All right, we're gonna go to break even. I don't like the fact that it's not going. What I was hoping for here is we have Adam Manzini levels in here at 95. These 5905s. That's kind of like a line in the sand for the ES. And I thought once we got above it that we would just go, but it was struggling too bad. So it's just best to get out. I think it only cost us like $3 or something like that. And it cost much. And it still may go. It may need a little reversal here. Let's see what happens. Man, good thing we got out of that thing. Oof. Oh. Man, we found the top there at the 60s. Bounced right off that 95 level again on the ES. So it was just like a quick 10-point bounce. Man, look at that 15-minute here. It hit that thing right on the button and bounced. I don't know if we're going to try that again. I think we're just going to wait and see what happens. We got about, well, our IBH is set. You won't cover, Ponzi? Hey, man, sometimes it's okay to shut down a trade if it's not going your way. All right, still not a lot really going on with Bulenox here. We lost $3 on that last trade there because we pretty much put our stop loss at break even just because it wasn't going. So we just kind of just cut our ties on that one. So we're only up $55 on the Bewley at the moment. I know. Sorry about that. You want the beans and bologna for lunch? Let's see if we stay above this VWAP here. Might get wrecked here. We're just on 3 micros. We're still on that one account that we're in the hole with. So we are being a little aggressive with this account. But we're also only on 3 micros. I would think that we would retest the top of this range. So that's why I try to jump in a little earlier than I really wanted to, but I was trying to get the top of this range here where we've had all this consolidation. Where's the 30s there? Just so you guys know, these are super, like, I think trades, not necessarily setups. It looks like we're going to get stopped out here. Let's see if this little gap holds. If you're looking at the ES, it looks like we may be pushing back down. The ES lost that 59.02. That's kind of where we've been stuck at this whole freaking time. If this trade fails, we're just going to have to be patient and wait a little bit longer because it looks like it's all right. All right. Let's see how much of my profit we lost. All right, so that puts us $80 in the hole over there. All right, we'll switch to the 50. I think we'll switch to this 50K over here. 36. I don't know where I keep getting like this weird noise from in my headset. All right, back at that 95 level again. That's kind of 400s. That 95 recovered. Another fake out at the 95, guys. So for shorts, we're just going to have to wait for us to get below this 95. Oh, goodness. So we've been in just kind of a big range for the last hour or so. What, since about 9:20 here? No, about last 30 minutes. We've been like in a range. All right, we're approaching that 95 once again. If we can get through that 95, it should waterfall down. All right, here comes the 15 minutes. All right, we're going to try the 15 minute because we got below that 95. Let's see if we can get through the 93s. Oh my goodness, guys. It's going to be an early day for me. Man, this is probably the second trade I've been burnt on this 95. Damn it. That sucks. It's reclaiming that 95 again, guys. Okay. God dang it. Oh my goodness. I've been burnt on that 95 like 3 times already. Not 3, but twice already. Look, I got faked out. We thought it was going to break through. That shit reversed on me. Oh goodness. I'm going to have to call it an early day today, I swear. All right, we're at the 95s again. It'd be nice if we can have a nice sell-off Ponzi. But we got to Just got to get through these 95s here. Still kind of stuck at this 15-minute range. Oh, now that shit wants to move. Now that stuff wants to move down. Was it 10 o'clock? Shoot. I guess it's finally just going to move down without us, guys. There's the 93 level. Room to the 308s. goodness. Well, guys, it might just be being one of those consolidation days since we've had such, for the rest of the day, good trading days this week. We had the really good moves this morning, which I missed out on. Then most of my trades this morning have been pretty much, I think I've taken almost every loser this morning except maybe one. Or three, I take that back. We traded one count multiple times. That's what it was. Fish Lips, have you been able to trade that what is it, the 377s? Either that or this will be one of these mornings where it chops around kind of like all the way to the 1 o'clock hour. So if we don't get nothing in this last 5 or 10 minutes, we may just not trade the rest of the morning so we don't go in any more red than we already are. I feel like if I continue trading this, we're just going to end up like even taking more stupider trades than I've already taken this morning. I mean, we are below the 95 finally, but man, and this is the 15 minutes. We're going to have to watch this one. I cannot take this trade for the third time, guys. Stay away. Yeah, I kind of saw this coming this morning whenever I said, man, we had such a huge move overnight. The New York's probably going to suck butt. All right, so we're finally looking like we want to move down on the freaking ES here if we get through those 93s. We're also approaching the IBH on the ES also. Golly, man, come on. It's the way it goes, man. When it goes, it goes. You sit here and just wait for all this freaking consolidation. Let's see if this this IBL holds on the ES here. All right, one more candle about the print. Let's see what happens here. All right. Took this on the based on the IBH there on the ES or IBL on the ES. Look at there. No runner love, guys. No freaking runner. Ugh. Probably didn't get but like $62 out of that trade just because we're trading 5 micros, but that's okay. At least it's some kind of green, guys. Some kind of green. We'll see if this holds. Maybe we'll go down to 2 micros here. I was hoping we'd get that 78 push. Oh well. It just doesn't have very much convention as far as the push up, find support, and bounce off. The first one was pretty good, but this second one just does not look as good. This is the one that we took that trade off of, is when we pushed back down. We pushed up, we found support, then pushed back down. But I feel like this second move is going to be the bigger one, and we're going to miss it. So here comes our next IBH here, or IBL on the NQ. All right, retesting that IBL again. I don't know if I want to push my luck again. Nope, I'm glad I didn't. How's everyone else's morning going? Is everybody else having a pretty good morning today? All right, comes that, what do you want to call it? The 50 EMA. We can get back above that 95 again. Let's see here. I was scared it was going to pull back. I'm kind of trigger shy at the moment, especially trying to find another trade on this funded account here. Good morning, Outer. How's your day been going? It's been a tough day for me, Outer. We've got probably 2 or 3 red funded, or not funded accounts, but 3 red evals. We do have a couple green, but other than that, it's been a pretty rough trading day for me. So I've been trying to take a lot of I think trades on some of these cheap evals. I got burned quite a few times on this level 95 here because I'm thinking we're going to have a breakout below it, and man, that thing would push right below it and push right back up. So it's just one of those days. It's hopefully it'll be my one bad trading day this week, and we move on tomorrow. Or, maybe power hour will be a little better. It comes with the territory when you're trading so many accounts. I mean, some accounts you're going to do good on, some accounts you're going to do bad on. So whenever I'm looking for like 7 trades on 6, 7 different accounts, you're going to take losers. It's just part of it. Especially on evals, if you're taking a look more like more reckless trades, I guess. Or I think trades. We're probably going to cut it short a little early today. We're probably going to cut it short at 11:30 today. And just hopefully when we come back, the market will finally get some kind of range and some type of volatility moving instead of chopping back and forth. Because this is really tough to trade here, this small range. At least for me, I mean, some people might be good at trading range, but I'm not that good at trading range. So we did take a little trade on this funded account a while ago. That one that we only ended up with $62. So very little green today. Most of my green trades have been very small, like less than $100. But luckily, 2 of my green trades were in the funded account, so we'll take it. This evening for Power Hour, we're going to try streaming on multiple platforms. And the only reason why I'm doing that, because for my Streamlabs, I pay like $20 a month to have these, what is it? So basically Streamlabs pays you $20 if you want to have like some of these better looking setups like on your page. So like if I flip over to my starting, hopefully it doesn't mess with anything. I was messing with it last night. I don't know if anybody saw like a little live pop up on the YouTube channel, but that's what that was from. Uh-oh, my camera stopped there. Let me fix my camera, I guess from... You want to go collect some I don't see people do that no more. You know, back in my younger days when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s, you know, I used to see people collect a lot of cans, but I guess I don't see too many people doing that no more. At least not here where I live. I don't see it no more. I think the worst thing we get around here would probably be people probably robbing, probably stealing all the electrical lines out of someone's house they're building. Which I haven't heard about that recently either. I know that was a thing because they had a huge housing boom here. People are going around, you know, stealing appliances and wire and all kind of stuff out of new construction. So, and this is, like I said, this has probably been 10 years ago. This has been a while back. The last, I want to say back in the early mid 20,000, what, 2010, 2005, that area there, we had a huge housing boom here. Ooh, look at this 95 just paying all day. It's wrecking and paying at the same time. Harassment. Oh goodness. You gotta pay your fair share of taxes, Ponzi. I know we always owe taxes at the end of the year. Me and my wife do, and that's only because we have a hair salon business in the next town over, and we don't pay taxes during the year, so we're always paying taxes at the end of the year. Usually, you know, when it's slow, you'll see my wife jump on here. Her name's Laura Williams. A lot of times you'll see her name in the chart whenever she's, you know, kind of slow at work. Maybe one day I'll make enough money on trading where I don't have to have the part-time job at Amazon. Oh, they ask for fingerprints these days? I've probably only been to one scrap yard probably in 10 years. And that's because about 2 years ago, was it 3 years ago, we bought a rental property, me and the wife did, and we had a lot of stuff that we were throwing away from that house because we didn't need it, because it wasn't ours in the first place, but the previous people just left it there. And I remember us taking a bunch of stuff to the scrap yard. We didn't get a lot of money for it. I think we only got like 20 bucks. It wasn't much. Or maybe even less than that. I can't remember. It was very little. I work at a fulfillment center outer part-time, usually about 10 hours a week. But it's like a flex schedule. So even though you work for them, you just work when you want to work. It's not like I'm a permanent, I'm not really like a full-time or, you know, even a part-time employee with them. It's just kind of like, you know, they just release a block of hours and you just pick whatever hours you want to work. Yeah. But yeah, it's just before I went to, I mean, you know, before I started doing this full time, you know, I worked at a Walmart distribution, and the Walmart home office, they would always fire a lot of people every year, at least 1,000 every year. But we don't really have any like normal, like full-time Amazon jobs here where we're at. They're just little, they got the fulfillment center where mostly everybody in there probably works less than 20 hours a week. Then I guess if they have that one job they do, if like for the people who deliver their packages, like the flex people who are like independent contractors for Amazon delivering packages. Which I don't think I'd like doing that either, just because I don't have no desire to drive around town. Maybe if I was a little younger, but not anymore. I hardly ever go probably within like 5 miles of my house. So we pretty much just stay in town. So we're just still stuck in this range. You know, I'd called this, not really call it out, but I mentioned this when we first started. Anytime we have big movements overnight, the New York session sucks. So they offered us these one good move this morning, and ever since then, it's just been straight chop. And I missed this whole move. So I didn't get any of that. Then I finally started trying to get something, and I was just getting wrecked. So. Oh, goodness. Might be a morning to sit around, just watch some, for myself, sit around, watch YouTube with you guys, and instead of staring at charts. Charts are rough staring at the moment. If I could disconnect without being tempted to take a trade, I would. So I don't have any more temptations at the moment to take any trades. We don't want to build on the red day here. So what's going to happen is when, like, I want to say that 1 to 2 o'clock comes, we're going to have like this massive move probably. Outer, what state do you live in? Is the weather nice where you're at there? I'm in Arkansas, so that's why I was kind of talking Walmart, because, you know, everything here in Arkansas is Walmart. I think I have like 8 Walmart stores within 2 miles of my house. Like literally, that's how many Walmarts are here where I'm at. Every direction, 2 miles, going out of town or leaving town or coming into town, there's a Walmart, either a super center or grocery stores or gas station. You're a few hours away, Tony? Yeah, I'm in Bentonville, so this is where the Walmart home office is. So that's why there's so many Walmarts where I'm at. Okay, yeah, if you're in Springfield, Missouri, so yeah, definitely just a couple hours away. I've only been to Springfield, Missouri once, I think. I bought a Jeep from a guy up there probably about 8-10 years ago. I bought like an old CJ7. I think that's the only time I've been to Springfield, Missouri. Then the only other time that we go up towards that way, every now and then, me and my wife will go to that one casino there on the other side of Joplin. But I think we've only been there maybe twice. Like, I can't remember the name of it, but that's about the only other times we go up that direction. So right now we're just kind of stuck between the 902 and the 95. We don't. I think the last time I went to Branson, my wife likes Christmas lights and stuff, and so I think we went up there for their Christmas parade / light show at God, what is that? Silver Dollar City. That's it. Silver Dollar City. Took me a minute to remember the name of that place. Which that's the only time I've ever been to Silver Dollar City also. All right, we're back at the 5902. That's another support level. The same with that 95. My wife would probably tell me crazy if I told her we're going to meet somebody from YouTube. See, I'm not sure if I'm for sure what that is either. Sing and sound in the top of the rocks. See, I don't know if I know what that is. I don't know Branson that well. I've only been there a couple times. Literally, I probably can count the many times I've been to Branson. I'm going to say like maybe 3 or 4, probably in the 20-something years that I've lived in Arkansas. I think we carried our kids to Whitewater a long time ago when our kids were young. I think we went up there to shop for Christmas one time. And like I said, we went to the Christmas light / parade at the Silver Dollar City. God, I'm getting tongue-tied saying that word. All right, here's that. The line in the sand here for the Bears and Bulls is going to be that 5905. Push. Oh, sight and sound. Okay. You would think here at the 200s we would have to have some kind of maybe a little reversal to retest your 9, your 21 and 50 for us to get above that, to get above those levels. All right, we've gotten above the 200. Now we got to fight through this level of the 5905s and your also this session mid here. These are definitely hard to enter. You know, it's like you would have to hold these trades for a while just because they're such small grinding candles higher and higher. Patrick's over there being nuts. Man. Woo. I think it's trying to wreck some folks here. Yeah, just be careful at this level here. Like I said, this is the line in the sand for the Bears and Bulls at this 59.05 per Adam Manzini levels. I done been wrecked probably 3 trades this morning trying to trade that 95. I done got stuck there 3 times between that 95 and 93. Anna, how's your trade been going today? Are you positive, or what kind of setups do you look for? I know everybody trades a couple different things. Like lately, I think Fish Lips, he's been trading this tick chart, which we have one set up. We just have not taken trades on it today. So right now, it looks like most of your EMAs are kind of flat, and we're just kind of starting to get that crossover. My favorite trades to take as far as when I'm trading funded is usually your IBL or IBH breakouts or retest, and like failed inversion gap trades. I did too, Eric. I got I want to say we went red on probably, we had 3 losing trades today, red. Yeah, it's been a tough day to trade. The only thing that I'm glad that I'm green on is we're at least green on our 2 funded accounts, but we still didn't end up with very much. The Apex funded accounts, we only ended up with like $80, $88. And we're on Bulenox right now, and we're only up 62. So it's been super small greens for fundeds today. We did get one of our fast track to payout yesterday, Eric. So we requested that last night. So I'll let everybody know how long that takes. Hopefully it doesn't take months. I'm hoping within the month that it'll go through. Then we are, and once I notice the market's chopping, a lot of times I try to stay away from the funded accounts and just only trade my evals. Are you still trading those fast track, Eric? And we're about 2 trades away from a second one. But like I said, I don't even trade these every day. Sometimes we may only find one day to trade per week with these accounts. I actually need to do a flip. So maybe I'll do a flip since I have it open. So this is the one we got to pay out yesterday. We got above that 1250. So we're up 1,000. What is that? 265. So we just got above it by like 15 bucks. Then this one. Oh, you're trading your own stuff with, oh man, sweet. I haven't got to, I don't know if I've got to that comfortable level yet of trading my own funds. So I tried that when I first started and I ended up losing a few $100s and I was like, okay, I better just go back to prop firms. So we're 2 trades away with this one. We need to make $1,250. And so we're sitting at 928, which it comes out to about $325 that we need to make. We took a losing trade on this one the other day. Yeah, that's kind of what I do too. And I shoot for $200 for my max. So like yesterday, it was either yesterday or the day before, I took a $200 loss on this one. It was just basically one trade, one and done. So if I lose it, put it away. If I win it, you know, good deal. But we were up $300 and something on this one. Then we took a $200 loss. So now we're back down to 125. So that's kind of where my fast tracker is sitting at the moment. But I'm not going to trade my fast. Well, actually, I kind of need to flip an account, actually. I may just do that now. Because I only got like 4 days traded on that one account. So why not just flip it? I don't know. I trade a lot more micros just because I trade a lot of 25Ks. And if I'm trading a 50K, I have 150K we're trading. And a lot of times I've been putting it on like 10 micros. So basically 1 mini. It's taking a little longer to log in. The only thing about trading minis, I tend to probably blow an eval a little faster because I'll find myself being over leveraged sometimes, or I'll either take my loser too, my winner too early, or I will hold on to losers too long. Just some of the classic mistakes that a lot of people deal with. Well, I don't guess the minis are going to pop up here. I was trying to add another fast track chart, so let's see if I can go over here. So we're just having a hard time getting on the minis here. Yeah, same here, Eric. I do that sometimes myself too. Well, I tried to switch over to micros on the fast track so I could have a flip day. But it won't let me connect. We are on the MNQZ, right? Isn't that the one we're using right now? Z4? Pretty sure. Not really sure what the deal is with that data. Oh well. For some reason it's not popping up, so I don't guess we'll get a whatchamacallit, a flip day. Yeah, Eric, I know what funded accounts, what I've been doing lately is have my set stop loss for 40 ticks. And so either we hit the 40 ticks or, it's either going to be a winner or loser. So I've been trying to strictly stick to that. Because Methodical Man, he's been having somewhat success with that. Instead of just, trying to get your money back after you take a loser. That's another big thing that I've struggled with in the past is like you take that, say, $200 loss, then you turn around and you try to get it back by over leveraging or revenge trading. I mean, everything you guys go through, I mean, I'm pretty sure I go through the same thing, or I have gone through it. So you're probably no different than most of us who are, you know, trying to make money at this. That's why a lot of times, so if I was doing this, if it was early on when I started trading, that's why I used to try to stick to like the cheapest prop firms as I can when I'm trading. So that's why I used to trade a lot of Bulenox, which I still do. So I know, you know, I make all my hopefully try to make most all my mistakes on those 90% evals. Which a lot of you know, a lot of your bigger YouTubers, a lot of them don't really tell you about it's when you're thinking about trading prop firms, it's a percentage game. You got to really think like, how much money am I willing to lose to get payouts? So you just kind of have to think it as a percentage type game, you know. And I know that's a lot of things you don't hear for some of the trader. Like if you watch some of the bigger traders, not necessarily, because I'm still kind of on the small side of it, but a lot of them are trading like 20, 30, 40 funded accounts. Think about if you had that many funded accounts. If you blow 3 or 4 funded accounts, you know, you still have an opportunity to pass, say, 20 of those and you make up your losses. So that's why a lot of times you see some of the bigger YouTubes, they all have, you know, they done had like 100 or 200 evals or 30, 40 plus funded accounts. In which, like, for most of us, that's super unreasonable, because I don't do very good with investing that much money, that large of amount of money without some kind of return. It makes it tough because I don't like really having a lot of like credit card debt, or even trying to pay for it with the cash. So, and you'll notice it whenever you go watch bigger YouTubers when they're trading those large amount of funded accounts. Like myself, I think I have 5 or 6 funded accounts. You know, if I blow half of those, my feelings hurt. So it's definitely a different mentality whenever you're watching some of these bigger YouTubers. Yeah, some of them use it. Some of the large ones, like I'm on the super low side of money compared to a lot of the other YouTubers. If any of these YouTubers you see have at least probably 10,000 subs, and they're probably making really good money as far as what do you call it, affiliate money goes. But I get it. I mean, I do it too, but I'm not to that level yet. I mean, it'd be nice to get to that level. But a lot of like people, when they do that, when they start streaming or for entertainment purposes, I mean, you know, either way, someone's going to get, like, you know, for any of us that are using prop firms, someone's always going to get the money. It's either, you know, the person you're watching, or you give it back to the company with their like code. I'd rather see you guys give it to some streamer or yourself, or, you know, if you're doing affiliates, then giving it to, say, Apex or Bulenox, or, you know, anybody else that has their own discount code on their webpage. So usually you switch to strictly micros after the London close outer. Oh. I mean, we're still just pretty much trading like a 10-point range here. I mean, we had a little breakout below the 93, but we pretty much have been stuck between 59.05 and 58.95. Oh, the macro time. Oh, yeah, macro time. I'm sorry. I misunderstood that, what you're saying. Usually whenever you hear macro time, that means most of the time there's like a fairly decent big move in that last 10 minutes. So, Outer, are you trading at work? Is that why you leave for lunch break sometimes, or do you work from home? They need to turn it off. Oh, goodness. I don't know. Lately, I've been looking for that. That last 10-minute algo move. Oh, goodness. It's been a tough day, guys. Not going to lie. It's been a tough trading day. Hopefully, this is that one day a week that we get that we don't see this kind of day for a few more weeks. If this mid-session holds up, I would think that we want to push the 500s up here. If we take a trade, it's going to basically be almost another I think trade, and we're just going to be on 3 micros. So we are getting above this session mid here, but the ES has not got above it. I'm almost too scared to even take any trades around these levels here. I mean, that's where I've been getting burned at. Well, we did print above the level, so I mean, that's a somewhat of a plus by at least almost a point, half a point. I mean, it looks like we're primed to ready to go straight up with your 9 and 21 getting above the 200. Just kind of have to get this 200 up here. I mean, this 50 up here. I'm not sure when we're gonna get our crash back down there, Ponzi. I think they're gonna save it for next year. I think next year. Because, you know, usually they don't do anything bad like during the election year. They'll wait to whoever's the beginning of the year. And that way, if the feds, you know, tank the system, it doesn't hurt any of the political figures. Ooh. Man, it's like I want to jump in since we're above this mid-session on the ES, but I just feel like I'm going to get wrecked if I do. It's probably going to go without us. To me, these are the hardest trades that enters whenever you sit here and consolidate for like 15, 20 minutes. Because it psychs you out. So you sit here and watch it go back and forth. By the time it goes up, it'll happen quick and you're already psyched out from watching this consolidate for the last 15, 20 minutes. I mean, I guess if you're one of those people that are good at comfortable buying as soon as we get out of the box, maybe we can get some kind of pullback before we get up to this pivot up here at the 500s. Oh, that thing just shot up about a couple points on the ES here. We're at another level, I guess around, well, it's not on the right spot, but I think it's supposed to be at the 9s, it looks like maybe. Yeah, it's supposed to be at the 9s. Like a reversal back down in this gap here. Outer. All right, there comes our pivot touch here. Let's see if this 09 holds on the ES over here, because it looks like it's pumping pretty good. I mean, we're still pretty far away from, you would think a lot of times it takes 2 times to get through this 500, but we'll see what happens. Or your whole numbers. It looks like it wants to go. All right, so we are getting some nice distance in between this with the non-EMA in your candles. Man, is this thing gonna retrace this whole move? We're going to play the pivot on this one since we pulled back, retested that pivot. So let's see if we can get a push up here. We're just on 3 micros, guys, also. So the most that we're risking is probably $60 on this trade. All right, first target. No, there's not any news today. There was all this morning before they open. I wish I could have got a better entry. I was kind of looking at the Fibonacci whenever it pulled back and retested our pivot. So didn't get anything off the runner but a few points. So since we're only using 3 micros, guys, we only got like 50 bucks off of that trade. The better trade would have probably been back down here if you could have been able to pull the trigger in time off this 501. But I'm not going to lie, we're definitely a little gun shy today because we've already taken 3 or 4 losses today. I know we have some oil news a little later. And I think it's, I didn't put down what time it happens today, but I know we have it, but that don't usually affect the futures market too much. All right, back at the pivot once again. Pulled into this gap. I feel like we need a good 21 EMA pullback here. So I feel like we're definitely going to be moving up most of the day because we've already got our 50 back above the 200. I mean, we're in a nice, I guess, range. Let's see if our trend line's going to hold. So if we take a loser here, it'll basically just take the profits that we made from the previous trade here. We're still just on 3 micros. Kind of want to see our trend line to hold up here. All right, it bounced right off of there. Hopefully it doesn't have, worst case scenario, it'll have to retest the 20s. Yeah, you said you were waiting for the 08s, right? Whew. Hopefully all we got to do is get the 20 touch here at the 08. Just in case we have to pull back and touch our 21 EMA here. Not really a fan of us getting back below the pivot here. You're waiting for the new highs. Yeah, this is going to be my last trade for the morning time. Either it's going to be a loser or we'll either get back to break even or a winner. Can go 3 different directions for us. right, so let's see if we get the 20 bounce. If we lose the 20, we'll probably end up closing this trade if we lose the 20 EMA here. We're going probably, I'm not sure how much we'll be down because we were a positive 50 bucks. If we lose this, we'll probably be in the hole about $50 on this account. All right, so more than likely it's going to have to come all the way back down to our 50. I'm going to close that before it gets worse. So that'll put us $100 in the red on this account starting out for power hour. That's pretty much how my luck has gone today, guys. All right, guys, we're going to call it quits. So, man, that's going to suck that goes back up. We're going to call it quits for the rest of the morning so we don't sit here and just continue over trading. And also, guys, I just want to let you know, if you hear me say I'm trading 90% evals, I do trade those really like aggressively. Yeah. So, but if I say I'm in funded, that's when I'm usually a lot more conservative with my trading. But if I'm trading these 90% evals, we are going to take a lot more riskier trades. Just so you guys know. So that's why usually before I start, any kind of trades, like we're in a Bulenox 90% off, like a $14 eval or something like that. All right, guys, we'll be back in a few hours.